Hello, everyone. This is Shellie from Country Music City Promotions, and this is tonight's CMT Music Awards wrap up. Last night were the 2014 CMT Music Awards, and there were quite a bit of performances that left a lot of acceptance speeches, um, less than what they usually are. It's always expected at award shows. But one of the acceptance speeches that I felt that was just the most beautiful and exciting was Cassidy Pope. Her acceptance speech for her win in a very male-dominated category. I was so just moved by her speech. And to see Blake Shelton just ecstatic for her was a moment that I will not ever forget out of the CMT music history of CMT Music Awards. That was a moment, like I said, that will just remain in my memory, is Cassidy Pope winning for Breakthrough Video of the Year. Congratulations, Cassidy, on your win. Some of the highlights from the night's live telecast, there were performances that I just did not feel that were satisfactory, not just to me, but I think other industry insiders, I'm not going to name names, but some were very on the edge of saying, okay, this is not country music. This is not what represents country music. The opening performance, I had actually muted. I didn't even listen to it. I watched the movements, but it was on mute the whole time. I am so sorry, fellas, but I respect your thing and your music, but Luke Bryan, and I like Luke. I have nothing against Luke except that when performing with a Florida Georgia Line, it just kind of leaves something stale for me. There's nothing that draws me in. To me, it's just a big old hot mess to me. So I'll probably get some flack, but that's just what it is. When it comes to certain performances, I'm going to either like it or I'm not going to like it. And that's just how I am. So I'm not always sweet. People tell me I'm sweet all the time, but I will still be very honest, and that was just a performance that just did not work. I can say that the tribute performance for Alan Jackson last night was just a beautiful rendition of "Living on Love," which is one of my favorites, actually, of Alan's over the course of his career. I mean, "Way Down Yonder" on a Chattahoochee, that's obviously everyone's favorite, and mine included. So, but Leanne Womack and Casey Musgraves was just a beautiful, beautiful musicality and vocal arrangement, and the whole harmonizing. It just worked. It really worked. So I give that performance probably, I would say if I had to rate it between a 1 and a 10, I would actually give it that performance a 10. And another performance that I'm still singing in my mind, and I didn't think that I would like the song, but I'm kind of hooked on to Something Bad. Miranda Lambert and Carrie Underwood. Ladies, I mean, their movements are okay. I know they're not dancers, and they will say that too, that they're not dancers. But when they're rocking out, you want to move, you want to try to have some rhythm, and I know it's. I like the fact that they try, and just rocking it out. The song, it's a song that's very catchy and very hooky, and it's great for the mainstream country. And so I'm looking forward to seeing that song do very well on the charts. There's some female empowerment going on there, which I have discussed in previous um, online Google Hangout earlier this week. So that is something that I kind of try to remind folks, is that we want to see and hear more females in country music. I think Sara Evans kind of discussed it a little bit on the red carpet last night. Um, and I think we're all kind of in the same boat right now. We want to hear more female country um, in such a male-dominated field and industry. So we have to do our part, and we have to do the voting, and we have to do the requesting. So that is just something we have to keep doing to make sure that our favorite female artists are heard in country radio. Another performance that I just really digged was Eric Church. I could say so many things and throw out so many adjectives on Eric and his musicality, his passion, his determination to cut through the barriers in this industry. I have a way of always wanting to break down those walls myself, and but to make peace too. It's kind of hard to make peace when you're breaking down the barriers a little bit. There's some angst in me. I'm not all sweet, like I said, even though people think I am. I must have everybody fooled, because I could be really sassy. I could be sassy. You just ask my family; they'll tell you. And but that performance just kind of really, I felt the angst, and I felt the passion, and the really punching through, and making people hear that, okay, here I am. This is who I am. This is what I'm about. That's Eric Church. But you're also hearing a songwriter in there, and that's very powerful to me. The songwriting is so important when it comes to the music. That's the way you connect with your fans and your listeners. And that song takes me back to the days of Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson and Johnny Paycheck and all the men who had that in them and felt that passion and that angst, and they're someone else. And I just had it on the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember now. Oh Lord. Waylon Jennings and Merle Haggard, those two as well. So I that performance to me will always be a reminder to me from the CMT Awards this year. Little Big Town, amazing, incredible new song, great song for summertime. The whole premises of that performance was to be very out of the box, and they did that with that performance. So I think what a lot of us are going to hear this summer is a lot of Little Big Town. I mean, the Tornado album last year was phenomenal, and that was their time to shine, and they shined, and they're going to continue to shine this year, because the new single that just recently was released, Day Drinking, is going to do well. I just have this notion and feeling, and people are going to love it, embrace it, and request it on country radio, as well as Bartender from Lady Antebellum. I get those two groups so backwards sometimes. Duh. Lady Antebellum's new one, Bartender. It's got that country pop infusion, and I hear the country overtone. I hear the pop overtone. Amazing song. People who do not respect the songwriting process when it comes to writing songs. And that song is well written and very suited for Lady Antebellum. So that performance was yet another highlight from the CMT Awards last night. Some of the presenting I found kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say lackluster, but it was like they didn't feel like they were into it. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. That's how I feel about some of the presenting. The Alan Jackson award was probably the biggest highlight of the night. And as a lot of us know today, that Alan released an announcement. I have not heard that announcement yet, so please refrain from telling me. I want to find out myself. I kind of took a little bit of an off day today, so kind of getting back into it and giving a wrap up from the CMT Music Awards last night. Fashion of the night. I know a lot of people like the fashion, and I'm a girl and I like the fashion. Kelly Pickler was so gorgeous on the red carpet. She pulled off that dress like no one's business. She embodies almost perfection, even though she's not perfect. That dress just suited her so well. And I think her and Gwen Sebastian, who I actually tweeted to on Twitter, how beautiful she was on the red carpet. She was gorgeous. I mean, literally breathtaking. And as opposed to some of the others who, brought out the color, it didn't work for them. But for Kelly Pickler, it did. So I was happy to hear from Gwen, and she thanked me personally on Twitter. So thank you, Gwen. You have a very beautiful soul. So I appreciate that a lot. And some of the men who, okay, I'm going to get on somebody. Kip Moore. He always has to wear a hat to an event. Get rid of the hat, please. I mean, I want to see his hair. I mean, I've seen him without a hat on before, and it looks so clean cut and so, put together. But when you got the jeans on and you just want to be comfortable, I know. But take it from me, please, Kip, get rid of the hat the next time you go to an event. Luke Bryan always looks amazing in a suit. That bright white smile of his is just, I don't know. I think it sparkles. His teeth sparkle to me. And very infectious fella. So, Luke, I don't know what you're doing, but I think your wife is helping you with your fashion sense, because you were rocking the duds, my friend. So, very nice. Blake Shelton's performance was a huge surprise to everybody last night. Boys Around Here, outdoor performance, it just suited the show so well. Thank you, Blake, for that surprise performance. Other performances, I'm trying to remember Dierks Bentley. I'm so used to seeing him do so much better. I know a lot of people love the new song. Not my personal favorite, just a strong opinion on that. He got into character with his performance, which is was really cute. I'm gonna use that word, cute. It was. That is some of the highlights from the CMT Music Awards 2014. Our CMC chat host, Jessica Northey, was there, as well as Bethany Priest from Bethany on Air. And those ladies were also rocking the red carpet arrivals. Even though they were behind the scenes, I still saw the pictures, and ladies, you were rocking those dresses really well. So mad props to Bethany and Jessica for taking us behind the scenes with some of the red carpet arrivals at the CMT Awards. Ladies, thank you. Hope to be there next year in 2015 and be able to sponsor the CMT Awards and the CMA Music Fest and represent Ohio. Not too much more to really discuss tonight about the CMT Music Awards, but all in all, the show, I think, went okay. I've seen better shows in the past, but like I said, the highlights, the biggest moments of the night was the Cassidy Pope win and the Alan Jackson Impact Award and tribute performance. Those were the biggest highlights of the night, as well as the surprise performance from Lake Shelton. Country music is, I don't know, just so jam-packed full of, crossbreed music these days. Everybody likes certain things out of country music, and I'm always asking someone, if it's not a fan or if someone in the industry, what their take is on, the whole crossbreed in this industry. So if you ever get a chance to talk to me, I'm on Twitter at Shellie CMC Promo. And that is my new official Country Music City Promotions Twitter handle, as well as on Facebook at Country Music City Promotions, and on G Plus and at the official website. I thank everybody this evening for tuning in, and hopefully I will bring back Tuesday webisode Tuesdays. So stay tuned for new content, new updates, and whatever the country wind blows here in Ohio. Thank you, folks. Have a great evening.